Don't forget to subscribe, like this channel, okay?
The 2024 Lotus Emira is the latest model from the legendary British sports car maker, and the last to use an internal combustion engine. That's right. Lotus is preparing for an all-electric future, as previewed by the Evora hypercar. But before bidding adieu to its gasoline-fueled traditions, the company will treat purists to one final gas-burning model. As the successor to the Evora GT, which is currently the only Lotus sold in the US, the Emira is more practical, has a far nicer interior, and offers active safety equipment for the first time. While the Emira i4 will have a standard turbo 4 with 360 horsepower, Lotus will also sell a version with a supercharged V6 pumping out 400 ponies with an available manual gearbox. That means the Emira competes with Porsche's 718 Cayman and certain 911 variants, featuring an exotic exterior inspired by the carbon fiber-intensive Evora and using a bonded aluminum architecture inherited from the Evora GT. The Emira will bridge Lotus's gasoline past with its electric future. The Emira will initially be sold as a fully loaded First Edition model equipped with the supercharged V6. However, the lineup also includes the Emira i4, which is powered by a 360 horsepower turbo 4. We'd stick with the V6 since it's the only engine that can be ordered with the 6-speed manual, and we'd choose the First Edition model to unlock the sport chassis configuration. Mounted in the middle of the Emira will be one of two engines, a turbocharged 2.0-litre 4-cylinder or a supercharged 3.5-litre V6. The 4-banger is sourced from Mercedes-AMG and makes 360 horsepower. It feeds the rear wheels through an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, the only gearbox choice. The V6 is a Toyota-sourced unit that's carried over from the outgoing Evora GT. It pairs with either a 6-speed torque converter automatic or a 6-speed manual transmission. With the stick shift, Lotus says the 3.5-litre produces 400 horses and 317 pound-feet of torque. Unlike most other modern sports cars, the Emira will forego electric power steering for a hydraulically assisted setup that provides unsurpassed feel and feedback. During our initial test drive, we praised the Emira's balanced handling and brilliant steering, and we marveled at its commitment to driver involvement. When we get a chance to test the Emira at our own test track, we'll update this story with test results and more driving impressions. The EPA hasn't released estimates for the Emira's fuel economy, and we haven't had a chance to test one ourselves on our 75 mph highway fuel economy route. When we do, we'll update this story with the results. With a simple design and seating for two, the Emira's interior is both minimalistic and intimate. The driver faces a squared-off steering wheel and a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. The material quality looks upscale, far better than in previous Lotus models, and we're glad to see physical switchgear for the climate controls. Likewise, the automaker also attempts to make its latest sports car easier to get in and out of by making the door sills narrower and the door openings larger than they were in the Evora GT. Other practical improvements include a pair of cup holders in the center console and storage bins in the doors that can each allegedly accommodate a half-litre bottle. There are also 7 cubic feet of cargo space behind the seats and another 5 cubes in a storage bay behind the engine. The Emira's infotainment system will run through a 10.2-inch touchscreen mounted in the middle of the dashboard. Apart from controls on the steering wheel and the likelihood of voice commands, there are no physical controls to adjust the stereo's volume or tuning. Along with 12-volt and USB charging ports, the sports car will feature standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone functionality. Lotus doesn't provide spectacular coverage compared with other expensive sports cars. While its limited warranty aligns with many competitors, both its short powertrain plan and lack of complementary maintenance are disappointing.
Thank you for those who have subscribed and liked this channel.